Hey, what's happening? Chris Brown here. Today's video is very simple. It's about detractors, haters, and the people that deter you from having more success in your life. Here's the thing. I know you're afraid to do videos like this because you're afraid of what people will comment on it. You're afraid to share your thoughts with the world because you're afraid about what people might think of that. You're afraid to become vulnerable and share yourself more with everybody because you're afraid of what people might think of you. And so what you do instead is you create a persona and you don't really become the person that you are, right? You create this shield version, this shadow version of you that you put out to the world. That's the perfect version. And so that if people criticize or judge you, then they know that they're not really attacking you personally. And so here's the thing I want you to grasp from this. You're allowing these haters, these detractors, the people that judge and criticize and comment on videos, the trolls out there, to hold you back from more success. Because I guarantee if you're just open and vulnerable and more connected to your audience, you'd have more success. You know, when I started doing videos like this many years ago, I used to get people commenting on them and give me a load of shit. And for a moment it would affect me. It would stop me from pursuing my ability to get better on video. The reality is, if you want to get better on camera, it's not a gift that you were born with. It's a skill that you develop. Me being on camera has been the product of many years of me doing this, to the point where I could just stand in front of camera, talk, and be happy and confident. I know it's not something that maybe you can do right now. It's not something that you are happy to do right now. Maybe you're even afraid that people will judge, or you don't like the way your voice sounds, or you don't like the way that you come across on camera. The truth is that the effort of doing this every day is going to make you better at it. And one thing, I remember I was listening to Tony Robbins, I think it was either a YouTube video or a seminar once, and he said, look, situations arise, something will happen, people criticize and judge, but ask yourself this question at that point in time. Will this matter 10 years from now or not? And so if somebody leaves a comment on Facebook and it's distasteful and you take it personally, delete, ban. Get rid of the person out of your life and keep on moving forward, because you're allowing these haters and detractors to slow you down from becoming a better version of yourself. You're allowing the haters and detractors to stop you from serving your audience at a higher level. Listen, if you're more vulnerable and open about who you are and what holds you back and the struggles that you have in your life, and you share more of what you can give, that's only going to make the world a better place. The haters are like 1 in 20 people, if that. Right? They're a small proportion of people, but you place much more relevance upon what they say, because deep down, it kind of confirms some of your insecurities inside. So if somebody comments on you saying, what a dickhead, or what this, or what that, that's because you've already had a fundamental belief internally, an image of yourself that is incongruent with who you really are. Right? You feel like because you're not good on camera, that you shouldn't be doing it, or that you're not as good as other people, or you compare to others. So the second that somebody confirms that with a comment, it makes you shrink inside. My challenge to you is this: if you have haters and people who comment on your videos and give you shit, then see that as a sign of you doing something right and putting yourself out there, and use it as fuel to get better. Use it as fuel to keep on going. Use it as fuel to be like, okay, look, I'm doing something right. People are giving me shit. This means the message isn't vanilla, it's challenging, it's contrasting. You should polarize people with your message, right? You should have stuff out there that is on the fringe of people saying, this is bullshit. Because that tells me that you are literally polarizing the people that are in your world. You know, one of the things I realized recently, you know, I get comments on videos all of the time, and you know, I don't particularly, I would happily live in a world where we didn't have to deal with that shit. Let's put it that way. I'd happily live in a world where people didn't comment on my shit like that. But I know by me putting a message out there and having people comment like that, that it's a polarizing message that separates people. And every time it separates people, it brings somebody closer to me, and the people that I do not want to work with, it pushes them further away. So understand, you've got to do the same. Stop letting these bullshit people stopping you from serving your audience and changing the lives that you have with videos like this. Because the second that you allow somebody who's insignificant in your life to get into your head, change your emotional state in the moment, it means you're not going to be the person that you know you can be. Deep down, I know what it's like. You feel like this. You feel like you have this thing inside of you that you want to say and share with the world, but you feel like this. You feel like your lips are sealed and you cannot say it because you're afraid. of what other people are going to say. And I know what it's like because I lived with that for many years, afraid of what I should say, afraid of what people would think of me, afraid of what I could do to change the world. Because ultimately I knew that if I put myself on a pedestal out there for everybody to judge and criticize, that I was vulnerable. And unfortunately, vulnerability is the thing that's going to allow you to become the best version of you. So fuck everyone else, fuck the haters, fuck the detractors, and you become the version of you that you know is impactful and can change the world if only you allow yourself to get beyond the small amount of people that actually criticize. Because I know there are people right now watching a video like this out there in the world that require you to do this, and it changes the way they think, but they don't comment, they don't like, because they just lurk. And these people are the people that are actually going to become clients in the future. The people who watch on, but don't comment. Watch on, but don't like. Watch on, but don't say anything. Because it only takes a moment of something to change the way that somebody thinks, which could then have an impact. So understand, by you allowing these people that are sociopaths to comment on your stuff and give you hate and shit, that you're holding yourself back from changing somebody else's life in the same way. So get rid of those people out of your mind, ban, block, get them out of your world, and keep on serving. All right, Chris Brown, take care, bye-bye.